This message is for the remaining new presidential candidates who have not affiliated themselves with the criminals who destroyed our country. I want to thank you for giving us hope and for giving us a clear option. Thank you for believing that you can win without compromising your integrity. Like you, we believe that us Nigerians must act together to change the direction of our country. We must act together to get Nigeria out of the hands of criminal and corrupt politicians who have held our country under siege for as long as I can remember. You give us hope. That's why I'm calling you now not to allow that hope to fail in 2019. Why? Because there's too much at stake. This is the time for Nigerian people to be free from the corruption and dehumanization that greedy criminals plunged us into. I made this video to address you. If you really are in this because you care about Nigeria, and I want to believe that you do, then I urge you all to please collaborate. Form a coalition of new and unaffiliated politicians. Work together and deliver Nigeria. If you fail to collaborate, our votes will be split and you will lose. If you lose, we also lose. 4 years is too long to wait for another opportunity. We cannot afford for any one man's ambition to be put before the interest of our country at this time, because this is no ordinary election. This is a chance for a turning point for a country that has gone through so much, for no reason other than the colossal greed and selfishness of a few individuals. Therefore, 2 of you new aspirants running on different platforms will already be too much. Please get into a room and be honest with yourselves. Ask yourselves, who can deliver Nigeria? Who can deliver Nigeria? Decide and present us one candidate to rally around and vote for. The suffering of our people has gone on for too long. There are lives at stake right now. Let me remind you what is at stake. Girls in school are being kidnapped and violated with impunity. People are being massacred everywhere. Students have no future. They leave school and there's no hope of getting a job. If you do not know someone, if you do not sleep with someone as a woman, you have no hope of getting a job. The country has crumbled to a point where it is unrecognizable. Let's talk about the lack of good health care for children and women and everyone. Babies are dying daily from lack of health care. Life expectancy is among the lowest in the world. People are toiling in extremely difficult conditions. What about the endless darkness? How can you run a business in darkness? The terrible roads. And these are just a few. What have we done to deserve this? The penalty for ignorance should not be death. But that's what obtains in our country right now. Meanwhile, our resources are being recklessly looted, buried in people's homes, swallowed by snakes, carted away by monkeys. Will you allow this chance to pass us by? Greedy people, dishonest people, mere thieves, killers are banding around like they own our country. Indeed, they own our country at this time. We cannot afford the sham fight of corruption while looters are walking around free. We cannot afford lame and endless excuses for the rapists of our country. We cannot afford for women and children and men to be slaughtered like animals. We cannot afford for criminal politicians from the past, present, or future to be looting away our heritage and depriving our children of their right to thrive. So presidential candidates, we cannot afford to lose. As we work to convince our people to participate in the electoral process, do something that's never been done before. Get together and put the interest of the country first. Let your motivation be compassion for the people who seek to entrust the leadership of their country into your hand. Deliver Nigeria in 2019. Deliver Nigerians in 2019. Do not leave it to chance. That's my message. That's the message every Nigerian should echo. Wake up, Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. This message is from the Take Nigeria Back movement.